First off, who are you? You've been at the last like 4 events just stomping everyone. No one stops the masked man.
Essentially, like, I recruit you, then you go and recruit a couple other people.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Not really.
If a fan rushes in and the only person that's going to have to stop him is a perfect leap from LA Knight, they might get through.
I hate to defend LA Knight, but that ring gets really slippery.
Maybe the slippery ring is why you missed the spot and almost killed Javon Evans.
The kid is one of the best flippers in the WWE, but all of a sudden when it comes time to flip with me, he can't do it.
Do you think your brother was trolling when he told Ilia Topuria he can't ride roller coasters?
He may have a point.
You think so?
Like, I don't think he could ride the top thrill dragster at Cedar Point.
Shia LaBeouf, dude.
The biggest news story in the world for a couple days was Epstein. If you got no life, you're sitting home all day just like, who got kidnapped? You know what I mean? Your life sucks. You're a normie.
Deen the Great, why be so blatantly disrespectful? What do you think is going to happen?
There's this girl on Instagram. Seems like the right time to shoot out an exploratory DM like, hey, welcome to Los Angeles. Got a response back.
Here we go.
Those are my DMs. Stay out of them, you sausage.
I know that voice. I wouldn't be surprised if I throw hands with Tom Brady on the field in LA. There's a clip of him out there calling me a
have the skills. He's a
$1 million. You come to the gym, we put on boxing gloves. If any of the football players want to fight, we can see what happens.
Yo, getting Logan to do these boys only episodes is like pulling teeth, bro. he would rather just not put out
No,
content.
that's not true. It's not true. It's I just hear Mike talk so much.
Bro,
on like when
oh
we
my
hang
God,
out.
dude. I just, every day that goes by, I consider more and more the fact
No,
that I want to destroy
Yeah, you're
you,
the
bro,
op,
at
bro.
something. No, at something. It might not be physical combat, but at some point, bro, I want to destroy you, bro. I want to grind you to ashes using only my fist. Or an auger.
Yeah, that sounds like a personal problem, dude. No, you're so good at talking. I feel like we just talk a lot. And
No,
then-
we don't. No, we don't talk a lot. Do you want to know why we don't talk a lot?
No, because you're only the other one
no,
talking.
Wrong. It's hard to have a conversation with you because this is you.
I know. I know.
This is. Imagine you at home right now is having the conversation with Logan. This is what he does.
I know.
So you're talking to him. Mm-hmm.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I try to multitask. I know it's I'm sucked into my phone. My screen time's high.
Then he'll throw like a fake laugh.
Well, because if you don't pity laugh, they think you're not locked
I don't
in.
need a pity laugh ever. When's the last time you gave me a pity laugh?
It's been a while.
Thank you.
You are funny.
Thank you.
He is
Thank
funny.
you.
You know what else is funny? How this mother keeps getting into this arena and no one's stopping him. First off, who are you?
I mean, bro, let's face it, security here is pretty light.
Yeah, it must be.
It is a problem.
No, it must be because,
It's a huge
because
problem.
you've been at the last like 4 events just stomping everyone. No one stops the masked man.
I mean, I just walk in.
What the?
And this one was the worst one yet because you had momentum in the Elimination Chamber. Bro, I'm sitting there with your wonderful wife in the stands and Giannis and Yachty eating a bag of chips. You guys always got snacks with them. And I'm thinking, dude, I'm standing up. We're going, he's going to win this.
3 eliminations.
He's going to win this.
3 eliminations.
Masked
How?
man.
Masked man. 3 eliminations, masked man. And not just one dude. How many of them are there?
I mean, there's a couple of us in the club, yeah.
How many masked men? Be honest.
I mean, we're growing. We're growing.
How many? Do you have a Facebook group?
It's more WhatsApp.
And how does it work? Like, do you get recruited or like how does it work?
So how it works is essentially like I recruit you, then you go and recruit a couple other people.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Well, not really. That's not. But
a
see, and
pyramid
those
scheme.
people go and recruit other people, and then you start making money, and it's yeah.
It's multi-level marketing.
Yeah, but eventually what we want to do is get some property, some land, and just everyone moves
you guys have
there.
a strategy?
Yeah, we all want to
wow.
move over there and just, all wear our black outfits and just be left alone and have fun.
So wait, who are you?
Yeah, wait, who are you?
I guess we'll never know.
Just, from me to you, you, bro.
Hey,
You.
bro.
I was going to win the chamber, dude. And, like, if you're going to do something today in the show, tell me now.
I mean, bro, just don't get stomped.
I'm trying not to.
Try harder.
All right, get out of here. Get out of here, masked man. If I see you, I'm sending Austin Theory after you. And I'm going to have...
Oh, that's messed up. Yo, in all honesty, bro, you do have to think to yourself sometimes, is it partially an awareness problem on your part, too? Like, you got to think about it, dude. If masked men could just run up on you at any point, that seems to be like, for me, dude, I'm fine. I'm gonna identify the threat. Dog.
It just doesn't make sense to me because, like, if there's a fan in the audience and they storm the stage or the ring, they're gonna get stopped by security. But if you put a mask on, you're just free to do whatever you want.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If a fan rushes in and the only person that's gonna have to stop him is a perfect leap from LA Knight, they might get through. I'm so sorry. And who am I to talk? But I saw this botched compilation. It is so messed up, dude. It honestly so messed up. Do they like take chicken grease and put it on the ropes? Like it's not even his fault. It looks like his foot. Every time he goes to plant his foot on the rope, it just slips off.
Look, dude. All right. What I'm about to say is the last thing I want to do. I don't want to do this, bro, because I despise LA Knight and everything he stands for. Because let's be honest, he doesn't stand for anything. He stands for one affirmative word. Yeah, we get it, bro. Shut up. No.
He definitely can't stand on the rope.
He can't stand. He doesn't stand for anything. He can't even stand on the rope.
He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me.
I don't want to say this, bro, but that particular botch that LA Knight had is not his fault.
Yeah.
And I was in the ring. I was watching it go down live, and I can feel the ropes before I do the jumps. They are so slippery and oily. You have no idea, especially when you're the last match of the night, because it's been used, right? And all these oily, sweaty wrestlers are just greasing these ropes up. So by the time it's 10 p.m. at night and you're the last group to go, the ropes are soaking wet.
But you've talked about it in the past. You've brought that. I feel like you've brought this up multiple times. How come they don't go out there with some talcum powder or something and just?
What is talcum powder?
I don't know. Just something and just.
Well, what is talcum powder?
What's talcum powder?
Like for your smell your butt.
Oh, for
Put it in your butt, Dylan. I feel like I could have said mustard, and you would have said you put it in your butt.
Yeah, no, I don't know, but look, you as a wrestler, it is something that you do have to prepare for. If you know you're going to be doing moves like that, you got to make your best effort to either get a steady grip or clean the rope beforehand. I also want to say this, though, while we're on this topic, because, again, I hate to defend LA Knight, but that botch wasn't his fault. That rope was really slippery. And guess what? I'm going to say it. By the end of the night, the middle of that ring gets really slippery with them logos painted in there. I'll just say it, bro. I noticed. I can't get running full speed. I got to be really careful with my feet and my placement because the logos that they now paint in the middle of the ring that I started it with Prime. We were the first in-ring, middle of the ring sponsor ever with the logo.
Yeah, you're the problem.
No, because it's not us anymore. It's not us anymore. Yeah. And I know this was a thing because before we did that, we were going back and forth with WWE about whether or not it was even possible because the way they paint it, they wanted to actually stress test the mats and have people wrestle and see if it got oily. And they determined that the type of paint they used was okay and that it wasn't going to be slippery. But then they started using color paint as well. I don't know what they're using now, but I'm telling you, it's slippery.
Do you think that maybe the slippery ring is why you missed the spot and almost killed Javon Evans?
What the fuck? What the frick?
It's just what people are. I'm just echoing the sentiment of the community, dude. It's not me. It's not a personal statement on my behalf.
Dog, hey, hold on. That's so crazy. Javon Evans, new kid, up and comer. I'm the first one to support the kid. I got a tweet dating a couple years ago. I said Javon Evans is the future. Well, bro, guess what?
Sometimes you got to take the future out, dude.
You know? That's not what I was doing, bro. I'm gonna say this. The kid is one of the best flippers in the WWE, but all of a sudden when it comes time to flip with me, he can't do it. He can't flip.
What happened? What went wrong?
Nothing happened, bro. He got got. He got pulverized. He got pinned. What did nothing happen? He's fine. But he chalks it up, put some ice on the neck, do a better flip next time and get going.
You know, another thing I was thinking about too is like, do you have to put more thought into your footwear? Maybe when you go into a ring that might be slippery. For example, There was a pair of boots.
Oh, you're just going back to back. You're just going from
Yeah,
topic
I'm
to
the best
topic.
ever, dude.
This
I
is
swear I'm the
crazy.
best ever.
Bing bong.
It's like Alex Jones than me. There was a pair of boots, dude,
Oh,
from WrestleMania
man.
1. Hulk Hogan's boots
I
with
know.
the blood splatter
Yeah.
and the inscription and everything, dude.
These are my real boots with my real blood on them from MSG Hulk Hogan.
Some were saying the grail, the actual grail of wrestling, like no item, not even maybe the urn, Undertaker's urn, or even some other item could beat these WrestleMania 1 boots. And they went up for auction the other night while we were at Tao restaurant in Chicago. Another night where I thought I would spend some time with my friends, some face-to-face. We talked bidding the whole time, only taking breaks to kiss his wife. Didn't even look at me.
Dude, yeah. So I found out about these boots on the day. And I was like, I want them. I got this feeling as a collector, I'm a bit of an impulsive buyer as well, and I'm a grail hunter. So when I see some items and I have the liquidity, I'll do like almost anything that I can in my power to get them because I just see the potential of the item. And these were Hulk Hogan's boots from WrestleMania 1. I don't know if there's a more important wrestling artifact than these. And wrestling memorabilia in particular is highly undervalued. There is a delta between the grails of wrestling memorabilia and the grails of other sports like basketball and football that is too vast to make sense. The disparity is too much where I think the upside on high-end wrestling memorabilia is really high from both a collectible and investment standpoint.
Like, give an example on the NBA side or NFL.
Chicago Bulls championship finals game-winning Michael Jordan jersey sells for between 30 and 50 million.
Come on.
Yes. Yep.
Come on. You could
30
have
and
bought
50
the
million,
entire
yep.
Titanic at the time it came out.
That's crazy.
Well, probably
That's
could
crazy.
have.
I mean, bro, game-worn Michael. Maybe add in like signed, which
It would have to. I would
I bet
assume it
they're
would
out
have
there.
to be.
I bet, yeah, it's probably
that
yeah,
much?
signed.
Is there a fact checker on that? That's a lot of money,
you might want to fact check me. That's fair. But
yeah, but anyways, the sentiment remains that you think that wrestling memorabilia is undervalued.
highly, and it has not caught up yet. And bro, it's like the greatest wrestler of all time's boots from the very first WrestleMania of all time, where Muhammad Ali was the guest referee.
Yeah,
and he wrestled with Booker T.
That can't be right. That can't be right.
Who's the guy who goes, I pity the fool?
Nah, Dylan. I pity the fool. Push
Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Push T.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah, we went through
Mr.
so
T.
many T's.
With Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's just crazy. So, I was in a bidding war against the motherfucking whale.
Yeah.
I can tell when I'm in a bidding war in an auction with someone who just got deep pockets, bro. And I have kind of deep pockets, but there's levels to this, and I'm not at the highest. And every bid just outbid. So I tried to employ the following strategy. So when you bid an extended bidding, the timer extends 30 minutes, okay? And I thought I could make it an endurance game and just stay up later than him. But man, this motherfucker really wanted these boots.
No, I was asking you that too. Like, at what point when you're about to drop $1 million+ on a pair of boots, are you just like, man, Grey's Anatomy's on, I think I'm gonna go to bed.
I hit
just
that
like
point.
I'm gonna turn in real quick and go to bed.
I hit that point. I tapped out at $1,021,000. Went to bed and just crossed my
Wait,
fingers.
you bid up that high?
I did.
Oh, you told me you were gonna cap out at like 700.
I know. I didn't lie. I was mistaken. I'm fucked up. Bro.
No,
I have a problem.
See you're an addict.
Yeah.
I see it in you because I remember when you were talking about it, you started making the same type of excuses I used to make with my mom when I was telling her that I was going to quit heroin, dude. Like, you just kept saying, it's just one last bit, man. Your wife's there like, hey, we're not going to be able to eat next week, right?
Yeah.
Like, no, just one more bid, bro.
Yeah.
I need these boots. I need them.
You know what the
The
craziest
fuck,
part about those boots is? I think it's just a couple years ago, those same boots that sold for over $1 million sold for $66,000 on Golden Auctions. Not a couple years later, they sold for over 10x that.
See, that interests me.
Wait,
wouldn't it be 20x?
Yeah, yeah.
See, that type of shit interests me, dude.
Let me just say that one more time so Caleb can clip this real nice. Just a couple years later, they sold for about 15 to 20x of that. Do you want to know how?
How?
So Heritage Auctions photo match these boots to help increase the provenance of where they came from and when and how they were used. I guess through that photo matching, they were able to determine that they were used in WrestleMania 1, which is interesting because they were not marketed that way when Golden sold them. They just said WWF worn Hulk Hogan boots. And Hulk Hogan himself has a video with these boots saying the first time that the last time that he wore them, and he did not mention WrestleMania 1. So either Heritage Auctions pulled an absolutely fucking gangster move and did a tad bit more of research to vastly increase the value of these shoes, or the photo match is incorrect and there's a massive blunder happening currently.
I guess we'll never know. Maybe we'll using AI. You know?
Yeah, maybe.
Today, we are excited to introduce a new sponsor to the show, Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm. They've been fighting for the people for over 35 years. That's just less than how old I am. And have recovered over $30 billion for their clients. Jesus. Not only are they one of our new sponsors, they're also the official law firm partner of the WWE. And what I love most about Morgan & Morgan is that they are truly for the people. Today, they're coming in hot. Want to hook one lucky fan up with 2 tickets to WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas on April 18th and 19th. That's right. They want to send one of you watching this to Las Vegas to watch WrestleMania 42 live. In addition to the 2 tickets to WrestleMania, they'll also be giving this lucky winner $2,000 to help cover your travel expenses to Vegas. You can bring that to the tables. To enter, all you have to do is text Logan42 to For the People. That's Logan42 to 484-373-6753 and follow the prompts. Don't miss out on your chance to watch WrestleMania 42 live. Just text Logan42 to For the People. No purchase necessary. Open to legal residents of the 48 contiguous states and D.C. who are 18 plus. Sweepstakes ends 3/29/2026 is a paid advertisement. Now back to the show. All this talk about Holy Grail, dude. There's this girl on Instagram.
There's a few girls on
Instagram. I know, but there was this one dude that I've been scoping, an Australian dude. You know my thing with the Australians, bro, right? And I've been scoping this one dude for like a couple years, just waiting for her to come to the States so I could shoot a DM out.
Yeah, okay.
And her name's Liv Phillips. She's hot. Maybe some of the people watching this know. Just honestly, somehow I stumbled upon her story the other day, and she's at a Lakers game courtside. Okay, and I'm like, oh, you just landed in LA. You're in my city. Seems like the right time to shoot out an exploratory DM. Like, hey, welcome to Los Angeles. My home is your home. Let me know if you need anything.
Yeah.
You want to get a reservation at Safi's? Let me know.
100%.
No pressure. Just letting you know I'm here to support you.
You're a good guy.
Hey, saw you were courtside at the Lakers game. So I sent that DM. Yo, saw you were courtside at the Lakers game. Type shit.
Yeah. Guy's looking out.
Got a response back.
Here we go. Let's go.
Those are my DMs. Stay out of them, you sausage.
Oh, I know that voice.
Got Jowsey. Your boy got Jowsey.
He called you a sausage.
Called me a sausage. Harry Jowsey went on the defensive.
Oh, man. He said, those are my DMs.
Those are my DMs,
Stay
bro.
Out of
Stay
them.
out of them.
Damn.
Man, that was a check for me, bro.
Damn.
Really had me thinking twice, bro. Just me and Jowsey, bro. We got this thing. You know, it's funny, too, because 2 weeks ago, I was with Georgia Hazarati, who's his ex. On a me and him got a little thing going on right now.
Oh,
and make no mistake, he will win. Jowsey's a looker, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, now, yes, I'm funny. He's mogs me. He's like 6, what is he, 6'5"?
He's got to be at least 6'8".
He's like 6'5". I'll win on the humor side, right?
He'll win on the looks.
He'll win on the looks by a landslide. So really, at the end of the day, it comes down to one thing. We got to compare dicks, dude.
Yeah,
we got to fucking
100%.
We got to do a live dick auction.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Golden Auction.
That's
Buy
crazy.
Harry and Mike's dicks on auction on Golden. Hey, congrats to you, brother. I don't even know. I think they were just hanging out.
I mean, yeah.
But
they're
no,
probably just
I don't
hanging
know
out.
what's going.
Yeah, I bet they're
he's
just hanging
playing
out.
defense on her DMs.
Yeah.
I would listen. I was like, it doesn't matter. I was just trying to welcome her to the city. Dude,
Yeah, bro.
you know?
He was playing defense on the DM.
Guess he had already welcomed her to the city.
It's fine. These things happen. Look, there's a lot of overlap in the circles you guys run in. Like it's inevitable.
I'm just a friendly type guy.
Yeah.
I don't even, bro. Do you know how many Instagram model type girls from Australia that I like talk to but don't like? It's just like, hey, what's up? Saw you're in LA. You want to get a reservation at Safi's?
Do you copy and paste your DMs?
No,
Are they
it's all very personalized. You know how many times I've given that advice to people?
Yeah.
But it was funny too because when I sent it, it was like a 4-minute response. And I was like, yeah, that 99% hit rate staying intact, bro.
Yeah.
And then I got cooked. Smoked.
Girls
bro.
really love you, Mike.
Yeah. I know, but at what point should I try to find love, dude?
Well, the psychic said you're going to find love in Boston.
In Boston. We've got
We're going
Boston
to
coming up
Boston.
on 3/23.
Yeah,
3/23?
I think that's about right.
Monday
Yeah.
Night Raw, Boston 3/23.
I'll be coming to Boston just after my flag football game with Tom Brady, which
Let's really unpack it here.
well, so this flag football game was supposed to take place in Saudi, and there's a lot of shit happening over there.
We are, for lack of a better word, at war with Iran. Now, what does war look like with the United States? Is it ever really war? I think people think of the traditional sense of the word. Like, is there going to be some sort of like invasion? I don't know. It could happen. But as of right now, we have struck Iranian targets over the past, 3 or 4 days now?
Yeah.
Took out the Ayatollah.
Yeah.
Took out a number of the Ayatollah's aides. Iran has, and by way of activating the entire region, Hezbollah and other people that are Iranian aligned started firing back. So rockets have hit Israel. Drones have hit Dubai, which is crazy.
I can't believe that, bro. It looked like some shrapnel or like a drone hit the Burj Al Arab, which is crazy. The world's only 7-star hotel, the Dubai International Airport.
Yeah.
Bro, that's like we've been to these places and
I have a flight. I have a flight booked for the 17th to go to Open 1010 Dubai.
No way.
Yeah, 1010 Dubai opens on the 20th.
Not anymore, right?
For Eid.
No,
for Eid.
no way, not anymore. No way.
He just messaged me now and said, hey, we want to book your flights. And I said, let's have like a broader conversation. He said, listen, I think the airspace is going to open back up. It's not about the airspace. It's like, do we want to be there? Cam Fordham, poor Cam Fordham is stuck in Doha.
Is he really?
He called me yesterday. He was like, can you get me, I can get a secured convoy to the border of Doha. Can you call your friends in the Saudi consulate and get me a secure convoy to Riyadh?
Bro, that's crazy that he came to you. I just had to have to say.
You might be right.
Not that you're not connected. But he's also connected to some people with a ton of money in pool.
Only on the Qatari side. So I made a call to who on the Saudi side. Our friend.
Oh yeah.
What a funny guy.
The Poly Market says the Iranian regime will fall by June 30th. 36% chance.
So more likely that, or more likely you score a touchdown in the game?
Bro, I don't want to compare politics to me scoring a touchdown in the flag football game, but I will say the Poly Market on me scoring a touchdown in the flag football game is like 76%, dude. The traders think I'm going to score a touchdown in that flag football game, which, just to wrap this up and circle forward before we circle back and make a square, I don't think it's taking place in Saudi anymore. It's a big TBD, but I think the flag football game will go on. And they're saying I'm going to score a touchdown, and I feel confident.
Wait, you just said you think it's going to happen on those days?
Yeah, but not in Saudi.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
I think they're moving the location.
Got it.
To your point about what does war look like with the United States? I just want to say, like, obviously, war is horrible, and there's going to be casualties on both sides, and it's just sucks that it needs to happen or that it has to happen. Whatever verbiage you want to use. But I will say, resisting the United States or opposing America in any way just seems like such a futile exercise. Like, it just seems like a prideful exercise that will only lead to, as Trump said himself, certain death. Like, when you hear the president saying, like, essentially, if you oppose us, it's going to lead to certain death. How do you not take that seriously?
I mean, I think people take it seriously, but I think it's such a weird thing for us to have to think about, like, what it means to be this country that I was thinking about it yesterday. We grew up our whole lives to look at America as like the heroes, right? Like as the peacekeepers, the people that do all right, right? And I think now, like, as you get into your adulthood, I don't know that was always the case. I just don't. I think there's a lot of flaws in that argument. Okay, so a couple things.
Wait, hold on a second.
Well, I want to unpack what I'm saying.
All right.
We just took out this Ayatollah, okay, who was, make no mistake, in charge of a regime that killed thousands of people for ridiculous and egregious things that don't make sense. Okay, like whatever, right? Whatever Islamic law dictated, right? So if you look at that in a silo, it seems like, okay, America came in and did this great thing. But when you really look at the history of Iran and post-World War II, the moves that were made by the CIA and the coup that happened in Iran because of the CIA to install a Western-approved leadership in Iran that then was overtaken by this Islamic rule and the dominoes fell the way they did, there seems to always be a U.S. insertion point that created the domino effect that led us to have to fix a problem that we might have caused. Does that make sense?
The logic tracks. I just can't tell you if it's true or not because I'm not ingrained in politics like that, but I understand what you're saying.
It's just we seem to always like be there to like, not always, but like sometimes we're there to like cause an issue and then we have to go back and kind of clean it up after.
Look, every action has a reaction. There's years of United States insertion in various ways in countries that are at the center of turmoil, trade, commerce, like all these things, right? And so like there's going to be a decade plus long ripple effect that happens in certain scenarios.
Well, and it's just another example too of like with like these very anti-Western Islamic countries, the idea that we ever are going to be able to edit an ideology. And I think that was like the biggest learning that came out of Vietnam was you can go to war, you can take out people and change power, but you can't remove ideologies. It's impossible to stop people from thinking the way they think. And so unless you go and you remove every single person who has that ideology, which is, by the way, impossible.
And Genghis Khan did it.
Yeah, what
I'm just saying.
Okay,
Genghis Khan did it. I mean, it's not good. I mean, he was a brutal ruler.
Did they just play the Genghis Khan theme music?
Yeah, that's the Genghis Khan. That's Genghis Khan's entrance.
Is that what that
theme.
is?
Yeah. WWE World returns to Las Vegas this April 16th through 20th, and it's the can't-miss destination during WrestleMania week. WWE World brings the WWE Universe closer than ever to the superstars, legends, and iconic moments that define WWE with immersive exhibits, exclusive merchandise, and experiences that you will not find anywhere else. See superstars like Drew McIntyre, Liv Morgan, Jey Uso, Dominic Mysterio, Tiffany Stratton, and many more, with even more appearances still to come. Heck, I might even be there. Tickets are on sale now at WWEworld.com. Save 10% with the promo code IMPULSIVE10. Back to the show. I also just got word that the football game is indeed now in Los Angeles.
No way.
The flag football game is now in Los Angeles.
Hey! We can do so many shows.
Yeah, we can do
This
shows.
is the best Puka Nakua. If you're watching this, you are coming on the show in
Yeah.
LA for sure. That is great news.
I mean, look, let's be honest. I'm still gonna score that touchdown and beat Tom Brady's ass. I wouldn't be surprised if I throw hands with Tom Brady on the field in LA during that flag football game. I'm not kidding.
There's a lot of drama.
But trust me, dude, Tom Brady does not want to throw hands. Also, there's a clip of him out there of him calling me a bitch. Him and Gronk going back and forth. Tom Brady calling me a bitch to Gronk of all people, who I beat up all of his brothers back to back to back.
Oh, is this your
literally in a boxing ring? The Gronks lined up, and I beat them up back to back to back. And guess who didn't step in there to prove himself? Mr. Gronk himself. And yeah, they're calling me a bitch. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, WrestleMania in Vegas, man. Man, we're crazy. I mean, whoever wants to step up, because it's a lot of talk. And by the way, like, when it comes to football, like I said, I think it's cute. I think it's cute.
Bro, don't do this.
I do think it's cute. If any of the football players want to fight, we can see what happens.
What football players would straight up beat his ass?
Not a single one.
Name one.
Not a single one.
Nah, don't do all that, bro.
I would put any amount of money that you could put.
DK.
Metcalf?
Not a single football player could
dude?
beat me in a boxing match.
Myles Garrett.
That is on God.
Miles Garrett? Garrett?
I would throttle Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett. I will bet you why did we choose him? It could be any name, but any football player. Myles Garrett, Puka Nacua, Tom Brady, Gronk. I don't even know.
Don't even try calling out Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
No, don't do it, bro.
Doesn't matter. $1 million. $1 million. You come to the gym, we put on boxing gloves, we see how it goes. Not a single one. Like, it's this. There's levels to this shit.
Chad Ochocinco?
Bro, stop, bro. He got worked. He got worked, bro. I'm just saying. I feel like these football players are gonna be gunning for me in this flag football game, and I'm not playing this fucking cute shit, bro. At the end of the day, I will throw hands with any of you motherfuckers, bro.
What about Antonio Brown?
Stop.
No, what if Antonio Brown walked in and just squared up, took his chains off, squared up?
Bro, I'll work these people because that's and we're even just talking about like hand-to-hand combat. What happens when you take a football player and you wrestle them and then you ground and pound them? They're not gonna know what to do.
Tell him to shut the fuck up, Dylan.
I bet he's
Dylan,
working
tell
with
him
the
to
mask
shut
man.
up.
Honestly,
Dylan, let's
they
really
shoved us in the cafeteria in
Let's
the
really
arena, and
rate
they're talking
the
in the background
importance
the
of the
whole
programming
time.
right
And
now.
why?
Hey, we're gonna do a bunch of fucking
We're a WWE
tests,
sponsored
okay?
podcast.
Number one
WWE
podcast in the world. They don't give that
sponsored
title
us.
to
They
everybody.
give us the room,
WWE
and then they disrespect us in the
fanatics.
background.
We're having an audio-based podcast. They are
They're gonna
yelling
promote
in
us
the
on their show
background. You
only
think
for
that's
people to come
okay?
to
Does
the
that
show
make sense?
to then see that we're just being interrupted?
What are we doing here?
It's quiet.
Thank God, bro. I can't work in these conditions.
On the topic of the necessity of the strike, okay, going back, revisiting it quickly because I want to read something that I thought was important for the listeners to hear. We know people who lived in Iran prior to the new rule taking over that lived there in the 70s as children, okay? A friend of ours, I messaged him the other day because we know there's Iranian Americans, there's Persian Jews, there's people that have really strong roots in Iran, with Iran. And I hit him up to ask him, how he felt about things. He said, bro, for me and my family, we're celebrating. If Iran really gets right, everyone I know who's fully Persian outside the States is moving back. That's not even a question. That's how deep the love for our home is still and how much we miss home. I'm not sitting here acting like I know the political endgame. There's too much history that's disgusting. And let's be real, the Ayatollahs were put in place in the first place because of power moves by the U.S. So this whole thing is weird and deep. But for the people in Iran who have been living through the wars, pressure, all the bullshit, these radical, he said fucktards, brought to our country and we're finally feeling some kind of hope. I'm happy for them, and that's what matters to me. Do I feel a certain way? Yes, I've been emotional since this morning. As I was in transition from there in the early 80s, and I grew up watching Iran change and my family suffer. So I think like the sentiment of the Iranian people is that they're happy that something's finally being done to bring back the country that they remember. You know what I'm saying? And it's important to bring that up because I think a lot of people want to avoid war altogether. And of course, there's a question of like, how does this help America? Trump obviously ran on a platform of America first, economy, jobs, eggs, right? Like all those things that we're going to get better. But how does removing an Ayatollah in Iran help with that? But a safe middle, the end game for all of it is a safer Middle East is a safer America. Because as you saw, just as a result of these bombings, we had a mass shooting in Austin. So by someone who aligned with those type of thought processes. And so basically trying to clean up the Iranian problem in the Middle East is good for everybody, I think is the overall thought process there. And I know there's a lot of people in the States that truly believe that, and a lot of Iranians who are excited to go back home. Anyways. One person that did not care, and I swear to you, if you asked him, he wouldn't give a shit, is Shia LaBeouf, dude.
Oh my gosh. Dude, that interview is incredible.
Potentially
love
one
Shia
of the
LaBeouf.
potentially one of the most interesting interviews that I've ever
Yeah, he was chasing ass at Mardi Gras. That's all.
Chasing ass.
Chasing ass.
Can I play that clip really quick?
Yeah,
We gotta hear it. We gotta.
He's like, dude, I don't fucking know who's getting kidnapped and shit, bro. I was chasing ass at Mardi Gras, bro. Get a life.
Oh, it's like, oh, dude, it's just a wild.
So good.
Nah, bro, I was just fucking chasing ass on Mardi Gras. What do you mean? I wasn't paying no attention to Epstein files. Nah, this shit is beyond me, bro. I don't get into this shit.
Yeah, I just wondered. It's like the biggest news story in the world for a couple of days was Epstein.
If you got no life, you mean you're just sitting in a fucking hole all day. You're not, chasing ass and getting at it. And motherfuckers that are in the street, they don't give a fuck about this stupid shit. You know what I mean? It's if you're sitting home all day, just like, who got kidnapped? You know what I mean? Your life sucks. You're a normie. Fuck off. But if you're out here, nobody gives a fuck about none of this
I
shit.
needed this. I needed this. I needed this type of like truthful
Brutal
genuineness
honesty.
to just ground me.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it and I go, yo, this guy's actually fucking right.
He kind of
bro.
has a point.
Like
in a way, the way he delivered it is a bit
okay,
wild.
You got to know what's going on in the world. I think there's some value to that. But at the same token as well, go live your fucking life, dude. Go sniff some grass.
That's not
get outside.
like that's not to say let's not make voices heard, stand up for victims.
Agree.
Send out a tweet here and there when possible. But it's like
he said it in a wild way, but I get what he's saying. And
live your
by the way-
fucking life.
Yeah, live your life.
You have to live your life. It's like Abby hit me up this morning on a whole, you know how she hits us up every day with the full rundown of why we have to talk about X, Y, and Z with abortions and this thing and that thing. And they're such incredibly important topics. But dude, you know what I said to her? I said, I'd rather hear about the babies you have. Is that a selfish thing? I'd rather think about and find ways to nourish the babies that you have.
Let me tell you why, using the exact verbiage you just said. By focusing on Abby talking about nourishing the babies that she has, I think in a way you're nourishing the babies inside of yourself and nourishing parts of you that can grow to become healthy, blessed, mindful individuals. Like I said that horribly, but what I'm saying is this. I think like focusing on either like the stuff that's going wrong and everything negative in the world and how everything's just falling to shit, or focusing on growth and the positivity and the blessings that you do have yields two drastically different outcomes in your life. And I prefer to focus on the latter, which is, do your best and be aware, but man, try to just be positive. Try to just focus on the positivity and the light.
We get the opportunity and the blessing to have what some people will call a privileged take on it. Okay.
Yeah, but wait, hold on. Let me just counter that 1 second, because it has not always been that way. Yes, I'm sitting in this. I know. Yes, especially with Mike.
Bro,
like, bro, it has not always been that way. Like, yes, I'm in a very extremely blessed and now privileged position, but it's because I have had this mindset. Like, you don't just show up one day like having made it. You gotta like really live in that positivity and manifest whatever you want in your life. And I'm telling you, it's real. And I don't think you're gonna get there by just like trudging through that muck that can be life. Does that make sense?
Especially in a time where, do you remember like a couple years ago where everybody was like, or even 5 years ago, everybody was like, Twitter and X and social media is going to set us free from the misinformation and disinformation of the mainstream media.
Oh my God.
It doesn't feel like that, bro.
No, it does not.
When I open my phone up, not only am I hit with shit that is just, oh, here's a video of a rocket being intercepted, right? Oh, the Iron Dome took the rockets down over. It wasn't even the Iron Dome. It was from like Vietnam in 1976.
I know, yeah.
Everybody's fucking lying.
Yeah.
They're full of shit for views and clicks. The AI and the groks can't catch up fast enough to the bad AI and the old videos and the fucked up pundits who are just talking to get clicks and views. It's really, really hard to understand the difference between true and false right now.
Even for things where it should be obvious. Like, yo, was that Jim Carrey?
Huge topic.
Yo, was that Jim Carrey?
Perfect example.
Because Jim Carrey's seen her walking around this red carpet, but it kind of doesn't look like Jim Carrey.
He looks a little strange.
What's he doing?
Why are his eyes that color?
Why is he acting like that?
But
no, but there's a whole thing. There's a whole thing. You know about the thing?
Yes, of course.
So
they're saying he's cloned.
No. A famous VFX makeup artist came out and said that he disguised himself as Jim Carrey. Here's my take. That is a brilliant marketing scheme for the famous VFX artist.
Yeah.
Incredible marketing and great brand building way to capitalize on this incredibly unique situation. However, I believe that was Jim Carrey, who just got a lot of work done and is going down a weird path.
Bro, nobody's battled more demons than Carrey, bro.
Yeah.
That dude's been through the fucking ringer.
Yeah. Well,
from hardcore abuse, drug abuse. He's got all the shit that happened with his exes. Crazy stuff.
I believe that was Jim Carrey, and the VFX artist is doing an amazing job capitalizing.
Perfect segue back to where I was going with it. It is we went to a place where over the past 150 plus years, where we started to say, I no longer have to rely on my five senses because I've got the news and and I feel like we are coming back now, pendulum style, full return to I can only trust my own five senses.
Unfortunately, there's a sixth sense that I think you need to have, and that is the sense of discretion.
Like bullshit meter.
Yes, which I just don't think many people I don't think people have it. Like you have to exercise that muscle. I'll use Jim Carrey as an example because it's one of the very recent things that happened. Everyone's like, it's a fucking clone. What happened to Jim Carrey? The first thing that went off in my mind was like, okay, I hear what you're saying because it doesn't really look like him. He's acting a little weird. He looks like he got some work done, but like Occam's razor, the simplest solution is often
tends to be the right one. And hey, thank you.
And so I was just like, bro, that's fucking Jim Carrey. People are just trying to make shit up, whatever. And I do believe that, but it's discretion instead of going, oh my God, Jim Carrey got cloned, and me falling into that trap and believing it. It's taken a second to understand what's actually happening, use some common sense and some rational judgment, and then make an assessment. That isn't based in fucking Twitter echo chambers.
Or don't. Which is why the Shia.
That's even better.
Which is why the Shia thing is important. It's like going back to these people that called me over the past 4 days or called you hey man, what do you think about the decision making around the airstrikes on the Ayatollah? And I smoked crack. I smoked crack. Not to keep harping on it. It was a long time ago. But bro, why are you asking me about precision guided missiles? Why? Or the Epstein files. If you got the guys that did the bad shit, ate the kids, get them. That's my stance on it. I don't want to talk to you about it all fucking day. Oh, did you hear how they ate the kids? No, I didn't. Nor do I particularly want to. Because there's nothing I can do about it. I can only do my own shit. I could do this show. I could call my mom and say, Mom, I love you. You did a great job, right? Or first, you did a good job, baby. I could try to slide in Liv Phillips' DMs. Yeah. I can't do this. Bro, I'm not going to be the person that brings people to justice or really provides the right coordinates for an airstrike. It's just not me.
Yeah, it's not him.
And all these people online who do this role playing all day, it's like you saw the whole, not to bring him up because I like Dan, but you see the whole rebrand from Bilzerian. It's like, oh, I can't do this hanging out with chicks things anymore. So my whole life now is just fuck the Jews. Like, that's my new rebrand, dude. It just seems like, I don't know, just that whole, like, why can't people just kind of play? I know I'm going to get shit for this because it makes you look like a sheep to live a life that, like, why does everybody have to be a political fucking pundit now? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has to have this, like, 24-hour, always-on opinion about everything that's going on, dude.
Because I think social media gave people a voice, and a voice that could be echoed by maybe somewhat fringe communities.
Doesn't feel fringe anymore.
Well, maybe it's not fringe because they're growing in numbers, but like maybe still small, whatever size they are. Social media gave everyone a voice, and that kind of sucks because some people use their voice for
really nasty shit,
dangerous narratives, and unfortunately, humans can be easily influenced and will succumb to those narratives, and bad things happen because of it, and it just sucks. Like, I don't know, everyone feels empowered. Everyone feels empowered, and like in one sense, that's fantastic, as they should. And in another sense, it's like handing a baby a machine gun. And I use that analogously, but not really. Like,
I guess the question at the end of the day is like, is this what you want your legacy to be? A never-ending cycle of conversations around stuff that isn't really in your control. Like, at the end of the day, like, shouldn't all of our goals be
I think people think
do the best that we can to control the world that we actually can control.
I think people think they can control it, or at least like it's a part of their identity. I noticed that a lot too. It gives them like purpose.
Yeah.
Gang, I'm at the big game party right now, and if you look around, it's legends everywhere. Athletes, celebrities, icons, me. And that's what the big game does. It brings everyone together, but mostly me at the center. But this summer, Fanatics Fest is doing that for the fans. Honestly, the next time you're going to see this many stars in one place is Fanatics Fest. We've been saying it, only at Fanatics. It's going down this July in New York City at the world's #1 sports fan festival. We're talking Tom Brady, Kevin Hart, Jay-Z, me, Travis Scott, me, Aaron Judge, Kevin Durant, me, Mike Tyson, and myself. Plus many more that are already announced. And if you're a WWE fan, yes, I will be there. And yes, my peers will as well. They're coming heavy. Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, Randy Orton, the Viper himself, Charlotte Flair, the list goes on, including me. Plus, WWE podcasts like Impulsive happening live. You get to see them live. Exclusive merch, athlete, meet and greets, Fanatics games, insane moments. It's basically the big game that we're all here for, but for fans. Tickets are on sale now. Don't overthink it. Use the code IMPULSIVE10 for 10% off. It's a bargain. Just show up. You want to be there, because I'll be there, and I'll see you there. Peace.
Because they don't have anything else to do, and they can't go outside and get ass on Mardi Gras like Shia LaBeouf.
He said some wild shit. Big gay people are scary to me.
Well, he said it's because he was being touched. Yeah, which I also understand.
He felt frightened when 3 men had described as big gay people were near him and touching his leg. Yeah, and that fear contributed to how the night unfolded. He said, "I'm sorry if that's homophobic. That I'm that."
I mean, it's sexual assault if they're like just groping him and shit. You know, that's what he's describing. And
hey, is it sexual assault if somebody unwarrantedly touches your leg? Like if I touched your, where's like
no, like all right, we're boys, right?
Yeah,
all right. Touch my leg, and I'll tell you when it's sexual assault. I would say just even that is a little weird.
What the way that I was tapping?
Yeah, well, you were tapping, but like I didn't like
the direction that it was moving.
And the length, like you went about 6 to 8 inches up my leg. You were tapping, and it wasn't a rub, but even the tapping was kind of weird.
Well, hold on a second. Now we're in a weird territory. Is there any level of subjectivity to it? I'm asking like an objective question.
Of course. Well, you're in my space. You're in my personal space.
Like if I were
sitting next to you, I'm a little uncomfortable.
So if I were to have kept that to strictly to the ankles, you would be more okay with that?
I'd still probably report you to HR.
Okay, if you took your shoes off right now and I tickled your feet.
That's probably fine.
That's probably fine. You went like this.
That's fine. Oh, God, wrap it up, boys.
So hey, PR's here. They're saying you got 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. He also said he rejected rehab because also we should put this on this just for everybody watching it. This felt a lot like his like Tiger Blood moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not to put it,
Was he under the influence? He was clearly drunk.
He said alcohol is not his problem, but yes. What, during the interview, was he drunk or was he still drunk?
No, he wasn't drunk.
Bro.
He was drinking LaCroix.
And a Modelo.
Oh, he was? So
he was a little drunk.
So I wouldn't do. Okay, here's the question. The real question coming out of it. Does it surpass Tiger Blood? I don't think it's possible, right?
I think
No.
it's more.
No.
Because Shia is. It's hard to say because Shia's at the moment now.
Yeah.
I
But
don't think-
Tiger
I don't
Blood,
think it
I mean,
passes
Tiger Blood was
Tiger
probably
Blood,
the
no.
biggest
Hey,
breakdown. I'm really impressed with how Callahan interviewed him, dude. I think Andrew's a really good interviewer, dude. I really do. He gave him a lot of space to answer and then like kind of had the right questions kind of lined up, and
It's giving space.
it's giving space. You have to feel concern and you have to feel bad for Shia. You do. I mean, dude, like
To alleviate the anxiety. So, what would be specific?
yeah, I mean, he's clearly struggling with he has been struggling for some time with his substance, with his mind, with probably his purpose and his identity post Transformers and post all that height of his stardom, that he had. And the output from the interview is funny from a clips and quote standpoint, but the real storyline there is that Shia LaBeouf is suffering, right? Like actually suffering, and it's sad to watch it. As someone who's been through substance abuse before and deals with the mental stuff, and I hope he gets it right because he is a very complex person, full of depth. The way that his brain works is amazing, dude. He has an incredible psyche and mentality, but it's not always fun to watch.
You know what is fun to watch?
WWE.
Yep.
Rip It.
Yep.
Pokemon.
Yep. Me and the boys.
You and the
breaking open
boys.
packs of Pokemon cards on stream. Rip It. This collectible platform I'm building has a physical box breaking arm, and we had our first ever Whatnot stream last night, and we broke open $170,000.
Yeah, you missed dinner.
But I missed dinner. Yeah, well,
At
we were live for
Gibson's.
6 hours. Yo, shout out to the streamers, bro. The live streaming is exhausting. Like,
Yeah, I was
that's-
so surprised you were able to make it that.
It's because I genuinely love breaking boxes. I find it to be the most exciting thing in the world, and so
Yeah.
I can bring the energy the entire time. But like this morning, I'm cooked, bro. This morning I'm cooked. I had two matches over the weekend. I
Yeah.
qualified for the Elimination Chamber. The second
thought you
person
were
ever
gonna say
to
the
beat
Olympics.
Jacob Factu. I qualified for the Olympics. Qualified for the Elimination Chamber. Should have won. Had a podcast with Max and Dupris. And then did a 7-hour stream, dude. Pokemon stream on Rip It's Whatnot. It was a great success. Absolute great success.
Yeah.
Generated $155,000, over $20,000 in giveaways, 33,000 followers on the Rip It Whatnot. It's awesome. I cannot wait to do more. We're actually doing another one this Saturday on Rip It's Whatnot. Another couple big boxes. We got to keep this momentum going while we're building the
How
platform in the
often are you
background.
going to do that?
I want to do weekly breaks, Mike. I want to be
Can
breaking
you actually
Pokemon
do that
weekly.
and this and WWE and you even do side stuff? I saw you on the Iced Coffee Hour podcast.
Yeah, but they came to my house, which was
They
nice.
just
for
show,
them.
yeah, but you did like a 3-hour show with them.
They were great. Yeah,
Or 2 hours
Yeah,
or
they're
whatever.
great. Great guys.
I love those guys.
Great guys. Love those guys.
Do you think? Can I ask you a question?
Sure thing, Mike.
Do you think you'll ever be able to like be a baby face in real life? Why is everybody always so mean to? And do you know how much that sucks for me?
You remember?
I get so much shit, bro.
You remember what you were saying earlier on this podcast
Yeah.
about ideology?
Yeah.
You cannot change people's
Yeah,
ideology.
yeah.
Some
Yeah.
people are just haters. And guess what, bro? We need them. We need them. And they need us.
World needs ditch diggers too.
Facts, bro. Facts. Without us, what are they? They're just little trolls with no purpose. But we give them purpose to hate.
Do you think
that hate fills their hearts? And God bless them because they need it. And I need them, bro. Because, man, if everyone loved me, there's no show.
Attention economy.
Attention is the currency, brother.
Indifference is the death.
Indifference is the death. Well said.
Hey, do you think your brother was trolling when he told Ilia Topuria he can't ride roller coasters? He's too short.
How tall is Ilia Topuria?
He's not as tall as Jake. He
may
probably could
have
ride
a point,
roller
though.
coasters.
No, he may have a point.
You think so?
Like, I don't think he could ride the Top Thrill Dragster at Cedar Point.
No, yes,
No
he
way.
can. Yes, he can.
How tall is Ilia Topuria?
Height Ilia Topuria right now.
How tall is Ilia Topuria?
Please.
Ilia Topuria is 5 feet 7 inches.
Oh,
He could probably ride it.
he can ride it, dude. What are most of the rides 60 inches or 48?
No, yeah, probably 5 feet.
Oh,
he's
dude,
probably,
he
he's
could
probably
see
got
your
7-inch clearance.
Okay, so
he might have not. He might have been trolling.
context. Your brother calls in Aiden Ross's stream. Ilia Topuria's on Aiden's stream, and they get into a little bit of a minced words face off via digital telephonication, right? I don't know. It's who do you think really elevated it to a point of blows? Was it Ilia or your brother?
So Ilia is very good. He's like passively jabbing,
Yeah.
which then ignites Jake.
There's like a weird
and then
language
Jake
thing.
like really jabs,
Yeah.
and then now they're both like really throwing shots.
Yeah.
You know, it's just two fighters, man. Two guys with egos who are big bad wolves, and they both think they can beat each other up.
I mean, Ilia's a bad boy.
One of the baddest,
Bad man.
one of the baddest on the planet. Yeah.
Sparring wise, Ilia Topuria, your brother Jake Paul, face off in a spar, hands only boxing, fisticuffs. What happens then?
Jake absolutely destroys him.
I feel like that's kind of goes without saying.
I mean,
from a size
there's definitely going to
standpoint,
be people who think that's not the case, but Jake would work him. It's just not fair, guys. Ilia's 5'7", like 150. Jake's like 215, 6'1". It's just not fair. Andy's a boxer. We've seen this story play out 100 times. I don't think the argument is really there anymore. However, and I think Jake would agree with this, if you put them in an MMA ring, I think the story would be drastically different.
Of course.
That's what I believe.
Right.
I saw this video of Ilia Topuria just picking a song on the jukebox. Just picking a song on the jukebox. He's at a bar, just picking a song on the jukebox, hanging out with his buddies. Some poor chap walked up to Ilia Topuria and started talking shit and got in his face. And man, what a bad decision because Ilia Topuria knocked out. And on the security camera, man, I had no brain. What's it called? On the security camera, the frame rate is so bad, you almost can't even see Ilia throw this punch. Just precision strike on this guy's jaw and knocks him out. It's like a ghost punch, and the guy just knocks out, and then everyone just like tries to separate him. But it's just like, I like those videos where I see just a random person have no idea that they're picking on an MMA fighter.
No.
They're my favorite, bro.
I hate like Deen the Great, for example.
Oh, it just happened with Deen the Great.
Dude.
Oh, no. Oh, man. Why did Deen pick on the biggest guy at the party? And the guy's just looking at him like, bro, you fucking serious?
So
right
has anybody else been trying to like figure out what is going on with the whole given it's been maybe like a week since all of this happened, but it continued to like trickle out over. So it started with the smack in the face by Larry Wheels.
Yeah. Well, dude, he was being incredibly disrespectful to Larry Wheels' girl.
So I see that. My go-to always, I immediately hit Aiden. Is this real?
Yeah.
Like, is this as they call it, clip farming?
Yeah.
Are they clip farming right now? And Aiden's like, I think that was real, bro. I think we can't make a slap
no.
that hard not real.
Well, it's definitely real. But the question is, for Deen the Great, why be so blatantly disrespectful? What do you think is going to happen here?
Maybe he's
did the right
after
thing.
but so I think to myself, is he after a clip, even by getting smacked?
So if it's, let's say he is, Mike. We're watching streamers get held accountable in real time.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And shout out to Larry for standing his ground. But the fact that Deen kept talking shit for the rest of the day and got
the next day. The dude was already mad because Deen had said something to him. The dude was already mad. The dude said, "Aren't you the guy that got slapped in the face?" And Deen said to him, "I'll make you a clip."
Yeah. And then he got clipped.
Bro, he got hit.
Very hard.
Hey. Kudos to Deen. He was back right
He was back up quick. Yeah,
I will say that.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
right
He
back
was up
up
quick.
and on his ass.
On his ass.
Which
that's why as well this is kind of confusing for me. Deen the Great can fight. I'm not just saying that. That motherfucker can fight.
Yeah.
And so it was a shame to see him get worked twice when I know that if he had positioned himself properly to talk shit, he could have done the working. But I also thought this was weird. After that guy threw that punch, and by the way, it was a gangster punch. He had a cup in his hand, so you don't see it coming.
It was
Playing
so
slow
tight
motion.
to his.
He drops the cup and follows through with a tight little right hook, like almost it looks like he hit him with a fist and his elbow. It was wild.
The only thing that would have been better is if he caught the cup after.
But then immediately after he did that, I thought this was confusing. He like did run away.
He started moving in.
Like I would say like jogged away.
Yeah, and Deen was on his ass, and they had to separate him.
But why run away? If you're a big guy, you just like kind of flash knock down.
Was potentially was like did Deen have security there or anything? Like was there potentially
it didn't look
repercussion?
Like
I don't know. I don't know.
You know what's crazy? I think about this like at parties like that. You're out in the wild, the ecosystem's buzzing, and then somebody's just streaming. Like that has to put the whole party on edge.
I see it
like
sometimes.
That's not a vibe at all.
It doesn't
That's
really.
not a vibe.
It's not. It doesn't really change my demeanor and behavior if I'm doing stuff when I'm out. But that said, they're generally not on me. Like because they don't just go with the camera. They go with a big light. Like imagine they had that light right there, and you're in a nightclub trying to. You're trying to chase ass at Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, that light is on you with a giant cane. It's very invasive. I think it's weird, like, because we've ended up. Do you ever stumble upon the First Amendment auditors?
Yes.
I'm not sure, even including Ayatollahs and specific people, that there's anyone I really hate more than the First Amendment auditors.
I just watched a video of a girl pressing one of the First Amendment auditors,
but in a cool way.
Yeah, she's like,
I saw that.
I don't understand. You film people to see if they get mad at you.
What's
and he's like, I'm stress testing my First Amendment. And she's like,
and
okay.
She goes, and like, what's your end game? Like, you get the video, somebody gets mad, but then what? Which is the real question. You found out that people don't want to be filmed.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the info?
Well, unfortunately, that's the content. That is
100. It's all for
I get
content.
it because we watched.
It's all for content, bro. And it's like in my state in Connecticut, it went as far as the dude ended up going to the one of the state police officers, high up state police officers' homes on his property.
Whoa.
And the dude came out and started pushing him back and spit in his face on his property. Dude, so he was willing to go up to this dude's doorstep on some First Amendment shit. It's an interesting world, dude. People are going to get capped. It's not to say that it's right, but you keep pushing people's fucking buttons all day long. Something's going to happen.
There was a streamer prankster a couple years ago that got shot.
And correct. And he was pressing / doing it for the clip, a delivery guy at the mall.
Yeah.
And really, surprisingly to me, the delivery guy got acquitted for shooting him. Whoa. He shot him, I think, either once or twice. Because the dude was in his face with the camera, in his face, and the dudes told him to stop, please stop, pulled a gun out, shot him.
Yeah.
And was acquitted for it.
Wow.
He didn't die. The streamer didn't die, but he was injured. Yeah. But the First Amendment auditors, it's like they're just so. You want to go out in the streets and make content? There's a world out there. There's so much content opportunity. I promise you, there's niches everywhere. You can make food content, girl content, God content. The idea that they just stand and film post office workers, cops, to try to like.
Get a reaction. Yeah, but also like I don't want to be a hypocrite because what they're doing and what they're seeking is attention. And like, man, me specifically, I'll speak for myself. Like I've done the same thing in a different way. That's not how I would prefer to get the attention. But like, man, at the end of the day, what they're seeking when the girl is asking what their end game is, he's not saying it because he's trying to stand on some moral high ground, but what you're seeking is attention. You're seeking attention via views.
That's it. They don't care whatsoever if
bro, you're not doing anything.
The First Amendment,
you're getting views, bro. The First Amendment exists. It's not going to be bolstered because of your video. It's not going to be hindered because of your video.
One thing that was hindered, at least temporarily, is Malibu Fit Maxx.
Oh man, that's sad. That whole thing is. Man, it's being a creator nowadays is tough, and these new creators just come in, and then the inevitable like cancellation or something happens where something's dug up from your past, or like people get upset
because I love him. I love him. Dude.
Yo guys, Malibu, we're at Costco.
I messaged him before I came out here and asked him if he wanted to come out to Chicago to do shows with us, and I think he was already starting to deal with the ripple from this. He's just such a chill guy, dude, and just like so positive.
Yo, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Is there a world where we don't even talk about this to bring attention to it? Because I actually think it's such a small issue.
We can, but I will say this, and if we want.
I think when I say small issue, I mean like not enough people know about it. I think what he did is pretty fucked up. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think we don't.
I will say this. He put out an apology that got a metric shit ton of engagement, and pretty much everyone was like, "This is one of the better apologies I've ever seen."
Yeah, he looked sincere and he said the right things.
What are your thoughts on this monkey? You fuck with this monkey?
I don't know much about the monkey.
Really?
I don't know if I can speak on the monkey.
So this is a weird scenario because, as I told you earlier, I really don't want to be asking you about airstrikes. So does that take away from my desire to ask you about Punch the Monkey? Should I ask you about something that affects our lives? I don't know. Punch the Monkey's got to be one of the cutest animals that's ever existed in the history of the world.
Gotta protect him at all costs.
You got to protect Punch the Monkey at all costs. What do you know about the monkey?
I don't know. I know he gets beat up by his family and he has a stuffed animal as a friend. Right?
To say that Moo Dang is a nothing now because of Punch. Moo Dang will never be mentioned.
Moo Dang's grown.
Moo Dang will never be mentioned again.
He's grown.
No, it's not about him growing. It's about he just doesn't matter. Once Punch the Monkey released, it doesn't matter.
Well, what about Harambe?
Harambe, I feel like will live on. I feel like Harambe will live on in the annals of time.
He said annals.
But listen, final note on this, because we have lost Logan and Dylan. I think we lost about 45 minutes ago. Not that we fucking need Dylan, but he's gone. Punch the Monkey is important because he represents the idea that you can be neglected by everyone. His own mother, your friend on the podcast, and you could just keep going. I don't need him. I don't need Dylan. The only thing I need is my own free will and my own desire to keep going. Okay, I'll find my circle. Okay, and if I can't find my circle, I'll find a little bear, a little plush toy that makes me feel better about my life, like he did. Okay, and I will keep going. I will persevere through the hardship, through the outcast that I feel.
I actually have to go to work. They need me ringside.
Doesn't matter.
Can you sign off for me?
Doesn't matter, dude. Give me a plushie. Doesn't matter. You can feel free to exit right.
I am going to go here. I do want to say this to the audience. Man, fucking love you guys.
Hey, really good job.
And you,
hey,
Mike.
I love you too. Hey, really good job. I'm actually very impressed that you made it to the boys only because I think it gives us a time to really talk. Guys, he's right. Thank you so much for watching us for all these years. For all of you guys still watching the long form podcast. I know a lot of you guys only see clips nowadays, but for all you guys tuning in to watch us interview great people and occasionally talk amongst ourselves about important and unimportant topics, I really do mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And with that, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Y que viva México, cabrones.
¡Viva México! Bye-bye.